movie lovers! Today, let's take a stellar journey back in time to the golden era of sci-fi cinema, specifically between 1930 and 1950. This period was revolutionary, not just for the groundbreaking special effects, but for the imaginative leaps filmmakers made in storytelling. These movies were not just entertaining, they were a mirror of the fears and hopes of the people at the time. By the way, don't forget that there will be a quiz at the end of this video. Let's start now. First up, at number 10, we have Flash Gordon from 1936. The film follows Flash Gordon as he battles the evil Emperor Ming to save Earth from destruction. This wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural phenomenon that brought space opera to the silver screen. Fun fact, the special effects were so innovative at the time that they reused the spaceship models for future films. You should also check out the remake from the 1980s with an awesome soundtrack by Queen. Moving on to number 9, Things to Come from 1936. This movie, based on a work by H.G. Wells, presented a future that was both intriguing and terrifying, proposing technology that could either save or doom humanity. The plot spans decades, depicting a world ravaged by war and the eventual rise of a utopian society. Number 8 takes us to The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951. I know it's technically a bit past our 1950 cutoff, but this film's impactful message about peace and understanding across the cosmos truly resonates with the earlier era's ethos. The story revolves around an alien visitor who comes to Earth with a warning about humanity's future. The classic line, Klaatu Barada Nikto, was later spoofed by Bruce Campbell in the Evil Dead trilogy.
Klaatu Barada.
Also, fun fact, Keanu Reeves plays the titular alien character in the remake from 2008. At number 7, it's Destination Moon from 1950. The film follows a group of astronauts on the first manned mission to the moon. This was one of the first films to involve technical advisors from NASA, ensuring the rocket science wasn't just fiction. This commitment to realism helped spark the public's interest in real-world space travel. Number 6 is Dr. Cyclops from 1940. The plot centers on a mad scientist who uses radiation to miniaturize his enemies. This was a pioneer in Technicolor, but it's definitely the eerie story of a scientist who shrinks his colleagues that really keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Halfway through at number 5, The Invisible Man returns from 1940. The sequel to The Invisible Man, it follows a man who becomes invisible to clear his name of a crime he didn't commit. While the Invisible Man himself might not be seen, the special effects that made him disappear were definitely noticed and celebrated in cinematic circles. At number 4, Mighty Joe Young from 1949 tells the tale of a young woman and her giant gorilla friend who become the stars of a Hollywood show. The movie showcases impressive stop-motion animation, influencing many important visual effects artists. But the film isn't just a technical marvel, it's a heartwarming story too. Number 3 is The Thing from Another World from 1951. This chilling tale of an alien invasion set in a remote Arctic outpost was a masterclass in suspense and paranoia. The plot follows a group of scientists and military personnel who discover a hostile alien creature frozen in the ice. This film was later remade in 1982 by John Carpenter. Thanks to its tense atmosphere and frightening visual effects, it would also become a cult classic in its own right. Coming in at number 2, Forbidden Planet from 1956. From groundbreaking visual effects to its complex narrative about the dangers of unchecked technological power, this film is a cornerstone of the sci-fi genre. The story is set on a distant planet where a space crew encounters a scientist, his daughter, and a deadly invisible creature. Robbie the robot would become a major icon of early science fiction cinema. But here's another bit of trivia for you. Did you know that the stoic leader of the space crew is played by Leslie Nielsen? That's right. The very same Leslie Nielsen who later became a comedic legend as the hilariously bumbling police detective in the Naked Gun movies and the straight-faced doctor in Airplane. Isn't that a fun twist?
Well, accidents will happen.
And finally, at number 1, Metropolis from 1927. The film is set in a futuristic city where the wealthy live in luxury while the workers toil underground. Yes, it predates our timeline a bit, but its influence on all subsequent sci-fi films is undeniable. The dystopian future it depicted with its stark class divisions remains profoundly relevant to this day. Metropolis has also inspired the futuristic cityscapes of Blade Runner and The Fifth Element, and even the design of the droid C-3PO from Star Wars can be seen as a tribute to the iconic android Maria. There you have it, the top 10 sci-fi classics from the golden era that every movie buff should watch. Each of these films not only entertained, but also pushed the boundaries of what cinema could achieve. So which of these classics will you explore first? And now, it's time for our quiz. We've got 10 questions lined up, each with 3 multiple choice options. Let's see how well you remember these iconic films. Show us what you're made of. Are you ready? Question 1. In Flash Gordon, who is the main antagonist that Flash battles to save Earth? Question 2. Things to Come, based on a work by H.G. Wells, presented a future that was both. Question 3. What is the iconic phrase spoken by the alien visitor in The Day the Earth Stood Still? Question 4. Destination Moon was one of the first films to involve technical advisors from which organization? Question 5. In Dr. Cyclops, what does the mad scientist use to miniaturize his enemies? Question 6. In The Invisible Man Returns, why does the main character become invisible? Question 7. In Mighty Joe Young, what kind of animal is Joe? Question 8. The Thing from Another World is set in which remote location? Question 9. Who plays the stoic leader of the space crew in Forbidden Planet? Question 10. Which iconic android from Metropolis inspired the design of C-3PO from Star Wars? Great job, everyone! How did you do? Share your score in the comments below. And remember, every one of these films played a key role in shaping the sci-fi genre we love today. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun and educational content. Keep watching and keep learning. See you next time!